hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited this new reading for the month of March that I'll be getting out. And I wanted to show you, I have here this thing around my neck because I still have the remnants of a cough from the flu. And it's okay, it's all right. And so what I'll be doing this month will be to lay the groundwork with my picture postcards that I've used before, as how I use the tarot, and with the same positions. Then I'll be highlighting one side of the spread with this lovely tarot of the obscure fables that helped, that really served me well last month for the February readings. And I'll be highlighting one half. The other half I'll be using excuse me, I'll be using the VERA SIBILLA cards. And this month I'll be taking the runes that were given to me. They're onyx, and they're very heavy. They're very heavy, so I use them sparingly, but they're very grounding. Let's go off to the readings. Oh, before I go, thank you, new subscribers, for joining me, and a big shout out to my old subscribers for sticking with me. It's a pleasure. On to the readings. Hey Taurus, we're now with you for a reading for the month of March. Taurus, let's see what's in store for you. Interesting. Okay, let me show you these first. This is Expectation by Sir Lawrence Tadema. Autumn Leaves by Millet. Glare. Okay, the Cup of Tea by Mary Cassatt. This is pretty famous. I'm sure many of you recognize this. The Girl with the Pearl Earring by Vermeer. And this is one of my favorites. The Princess Shares Her Dinner with the Frog by Walter Crane. Now, you Taurus, we're in February. I'm reading in February for the next month. Okay, and this month is a time when you are full of news. I mean, February was full of news, full of new things. With the same energy you have put into preparing for everything you've done till now, you come into the month of March with expectations of something coming back. If karma works, I should be getting it back. You have. You will have already seen in February that you've got the job, that you were picked, that you were, making a qualitative jump, that you're going up the ladder of success, that there's something that's rolling in your way. And the question is about this expectation. What am I to hold on, let me shut this off. I'm going to put out my candles. I'm seeing that the candles are not on. As I was saying, you come in, and in March you ask yourself, well, what am I to expect? You're very curious. I know that things are rolling towards me, and that I'm on a roll, literally. What am I to expect? What will be coming my way? These are bona fide questions you ask yourself at the beginning of March. And in terms of actions that you take, you are busy, you are doing your work. Those of you who work with manual labor, I see you extremely busy and very conscientious as well. Those of you who work with numbers in accounting, I see you spending extra hours getting things right. You want everything to be just right because you're planning then for that novelty that's going to come in, and you know it's coming in, but you don't want to leave anything left undone behind you. For those of you who work in a more creative field, I see you put pen to paper more. I see you finishing those chapters. I see you finishing that marketing campaign. You know, it's a time where you're finishing up because you're going to move on, and you know that you're going to move on. Now, the environment that you are in is, and you will be in, I'm talking about what is rolling in for you, because you know you're going places. You're literally, I see you literally wanting to go to seers like myself, to psychics, to the card readers, to, you know, please tell me, what am I supposed to expect? I know that, let me know. Can you see anything? I know there's something that, but can you see if it's positive or negative? Can you see me, what I have to look out for? Are there, you know, any pitfalls? These are the things that you would really like to. It's like a letter to Santa. For Christmas, and you're writing down all the questions that you have to a seer, to a card reader, that you would like yourself to answer to. And there, of course, many Tauruses do go to have their cards read and to have psychics look at their situation, of course, but that's very, very on your mind, very much on your mind. Now, in terms of your emotions here, you're surrounded by a veil of innocence, in the true sense of the word. One, because you feel like you're doing something for the first time, and you are. Two, because you feel like you can't get it wrong, and you cannot. Three, you know you're worthy, but that is not condition. That's not making your head big. It's not making you, no, you know you're worthy, but there is that trepidation of knowing and fear. There's a bit fear of stepping into a new role, stepping into the power, stepping into the light. It is actually that a fear of not knowing what it will feel like to step into your light. You're going toward your divine power. You are aligned on your path. What is truly interesting for me to see in cards like this, for you, Taurus, is that your true nature, I actually see the Taurus nature here, the way you are, bearing witness to the importance of detail, the importance of monetary value, the importance of material goods, because they have spiritual value. And the spiritual value is showing now more than ever, because you know that you are one who has, okay, I'm going to say it that way. You have your feet planted on the ground. And it's because they are planted on the ground, you know that there's something that you don't know what's around the corner. You know, there's that thing around the corner you're not sure of. And there's that sense of innocence. Innocence in expectations. You're innocent in your expectations. Very, very lovely. Now, the notion of change. There are many. We did talk about there's something coming up. There's a new job. There's something new. You know that something's coming up. We know that change is always difficult. We know that change is part of life. In biology, things change to remain the same. There's an expression in Italian. Because of survival, change and adaptation is necessary. Here, I'm told that change for you in your mind in the month of March means having to do a number of things that you may not like to do, but it's not that they're negative or that they're horrible, but that you know you can do better with other things. You have more talents. But more than just the work itself, it's the interpersonal relations. I'll give you an example. You're working with the team. You're new on the team. You're very highly qualified. The others have been there for a long time. You see the flaws in their reasoning. You see the mistakes in their actions, but you don't dare speak because of your new position and because you're the latest arrival to the team. And this is what I'm being told here. And so you're, there's that innocence of expectation. You're put there into this new environment. You can imagine it and you're visualizing it the month of March, and you see what you're trying to experience. It's as if, the people who have children who are pregnant, these courses, these courses that are done before, part of the course that prep you to have the child is a form of visualization, visualizing candles that you blow out with your uterus, and all, there's a whole bunch of visualizing the contractions, visualizing and sensing the pain, to prepare. And this is what I'm seeing you doing because it helps you, your inner strength. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm taking this lovely tarot deck to over the cards that have to do with your environment and the actions that you take and getting your ducks in a row to be prepared for that new challenge coming. Three major arcana, okay? We've got the Temperance card. We've got the Empress. And we have the Justice card. Now, I mean, we know that it's important, all right? We know that it's important. Let's start with the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is Sagittarius. It's a Sagittarius card. And the Sagittarius period is November 21st to December 20th. We're talking way down the line. And the preparation, it could be that you have got wind of or have received an initial communication that you will be hired for a job, but the hiring process will take place then. It could be that you were initially hired for something, but then there is a jump in career then. But the significance of the Sagittarian period is marked by the card of Temperance. Now, the Empress card, which is an Aries card, which is in the month of March, and it's the creative moment for you. It will start the 21st of March until the 20th of April. And definitely, this speaks to something like that. You will be communicated now, the position, it will come then. Or you will be hired now and you will make a qualitative jump then. Also, this card of Justice, the Justice card is a Libra card, and Libra is a period of September 21st to October 20th. So you see, again, we're talking about the fall. We're talking about from September to the end of the year, where some major changes will come about. And I'm believing that this has to do with a new position coming in, which you hear about now, but that will be materializing in the fall and solidifying towards the end of the year. Good for you. You should be getting all your ducks in a row, Taurus. Good for you. This is a big year for you, a very big year. I'm going to take the VERA SIBILLA here over the emotions and the changes. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, we've got viaggio, the movement, changing of position. Oops, we have Costanza, Constance, Our Lady Constance, which would give you the idea that these two are tension. You're staying the same, but there's change. Also, the Omaggio di Preziosi, the gifts, and it could present obstacles. You have a mixed blessing here. There will be that situation that we talked of just now. This will compel you to think of actually changing residences in order for it to be more easily for you to become get closer to your new position. But at the same time, this entire period, there will be a certain amount of stability because you're staying in one place and you're making the decision. But Cancer, I cannot deny that all in all, this is a major change in your life. This is a major, one of the most important decisions, changes in your working life for your entire life. It could be the first of a series, as I said, but it is a major, major change. Let me take the runes and cast them and see what they have to add. Woo! Boy, I couldn't get any more of these. Let me see if I can get a group here. Okay. Isa, all right. Look, it's your nature. It is your nature that you have a bit of trepidation with regard to interpersonal relations on the job, and you don't want to irk anybody's feelings, and you'll feel worse inside instead of, having it shown outside. Well, that is going to be, guard against that. Guard against hiding too many things inwardly, and try to make a communicative effort. You know that Keenat's bright stave, you know that is going to be the most difficult part of the story, which is not very difficult. Awatz tells me that you're protected in this. You are protected in this, and you're going to be extremely successful with this new position, Diag. You're not going to be moving initially, Awatz tells me. And definitely there is a change for the better. Even if the salary may not convince you initially, this is definitely a move in the proper direction. And that job, money begets money. You decide to close a door, open a new door, and so many more doors open for you, Taurus. We have 30 sets, and 30 sets is reminding you of the importance to make the decision. You're hesitant, the importance of taking that position that is offered, even if you feel there is a setback initially. Nameless, faceless rune. Here is a rune that tells us, look, Taurus, you are very well respected in the work environment, highly respected. In those moments of doubt, never forget that. Never forget that, because this is your saving grace. Here too, I'm seeing there's some things that you don't see. There are things that you don't see. You don't see exactly the date of beginning. You don't see exactly what it will mean for you to change. You don't see exactly how it could possibly benefit if the salary is lower. Do not fear. This is a needed change. Need is telling me it's a needed change. This is the birth of something absolutely fantastic for you. And Ingvatz, the last one I turned up, Ingvatz is telling me, ladies and gentlemen, that there's nothing that could go wrong with this type of decision. There's nothing that it is like a domino effect. All things good will come your way when you enact the first steps toward this new decision. Take that job. Go and decide for the change. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, Taurus, my friends, namaste. I do hope this was of help to you. And until we read together again, bye-bye.